Hi, my name is Jack English. I am a second year computer science major. I am a media and sysarc threads, and yeah. I am extremely passionate about being a VR developer post-graduation. I chose media because I'm also super passionate about game development, and media is kind of the only thread that supports that. And I chose sysarc because I was originally intelligence, but I don't like it anymore, and so I want to, another goal of mine is to work on Vision OS, and I'm enjoying 2110 a lot, so I'm more interested in like operating systems. More than anything else, I want to be a VR developer or an XR developer, whether it's in the games industry or whether it's working at the actual companies who make the headsets and the software. Um, I actually, yesterday I landed a internship with XLab, which are the developers of Veil VR, which is the best VR shooter on the market. It's kind of like a sci-fi CS:GO, so I'm super excited about that. I'm probably gonna work there. I've been very set on computer science, like literally since like 5th grade. I said when I was in 5th grade, I said I wanted to be a system software developer at Apple, which is interesting because I haven't thought about that much since then, but I've always loved coding and computer science, and I still do. When I first joined to like fall semester like 2 years ago, it was the first semester that Georgia Tech Extended Reality Club, or GTXR, was founded, and I joined that and started working on a graphing calculator project, and that has also kind of snowballed. After that semester, I became an exec member, and starting this semester, I'm the co-president. It has great opportunities, and I kind of have an obligation to like keep the community alive and healthy. I'm sticking with Empathy Bytes because I have to get my junior design requirement. I'm also passionate about the project, and I want to have a really good product, like finishing like MVP before I move on after next semester. So the current technologies we're working with are Unity, the game engine. We use the Meta Interaction SDK currently. In the past, we've used the Unity's XR Interaction Toolkit, but I like the features that Meta's SDK provides a lot better. It's a lot more polished and allows for really nice things like mixed reality and hand tracking. We also use Blender for 3D modeling. We also do a lot of photogrammetry. That is kind of the primary goal of the project, is to make photogrammetry museums that you can experience in VR immersively, and then also digitally preserve the artifacts in a way that lasts longer and is more interactive and is more memorable for people to experience. So we use photogrammetry apps, we throw the kitchen sink at models because there's a lot of different options and they all have different trade-offs. But we use apps like Polycam with the LiDAR and photo modes. We use Luma AI, which is NERF, neural radiance fields, which is a lot better. And we also use Apple's object capture API, which has to be accessed through third-party apps, like the one that we use is called AR Code. And we might be using more reality capture because they actually just changed their pricing model to be completely free, so that's amazing. What have we worked on in the past? Before I joined the VIP, people were manually modeling artifacts in Blender, and they looked pretty good, but they took a really long time. So I introduced photogrammetry to the project, and I developed a whole workflow, and I made a 40-minute YouTube tutorial explaining that my current team members learned from. But I learned a lot about editing photogrammetry models in Blender. So I introduced photogrammetry to the project, and I pumped out about like 10 models in that first semester. And then last semester, when I became team lead, we switched to the Meta Interaction SDK. We kind of rebuilt the project, and we switched the focus from being like a generic white walls, wooden floor museum to a fully immersive like environment, so that you're like immersed in a freshman dorm. And we this semester we're just building upon that. We have a lot more team members and we're polishing it and adding things to it, hopefully. I really love the creative freedom Allison gives us to make what we want, and she's pretty chill, but she also definitely gives us advice and like direction on the project as well that I found to be pretty helpful. So definitely the like creative flexibility about it, because sometimes I know other VIPs, you're in and it's like the goal has already been like very predefined. Empathy Bytes is helping me contribute to my professional goals a lot, because I have been able to achieve multiple like accomplishments that Empathy Bytes has partially helped me achieve. I currently have a job working for OIT in the Academic Research Technologies division, which is like our made-up title. But we just, I do more photogrammetry stuff, and we make things in Microsoft Mesh. We're actually scanning the whole student competition center, so a couple weeks ago we scanned all the cars and did interviews with people there, and we're gonna go back to scan the whole garage, so it's like a background. So I've directly learned a lot that has helped me with other projects. VR is amazing. It is really blowing up right now that Apple's in the game, and it's just gonna go up from here, and it's like the most incredible. If you haven't tried it, if you haven't experienced some really cool experiences in VR, like it'll change your perspective on things. So it's great. I want to make the VR project much better than before and have an impact on the preservation and accessibility of artifacts at Georgia Tech.